Hey guys, this is Dr. Traveler, and I don't know if I am breaking all the rules when it comes to podcasts and webcasts, but I'm at home. It's been marathon weekend, and I am recovering from a marathon. Now, I'm not going to give the marathon report until next week. This week, we're going to be doing the Marathon Expo report. We had a great time, so I was there again with my office. Well, I haven't said again. I recorded it yesterday, but I was there with my office, and I was able to interview some of the runners. We had some really neat people. Now, the one thing that I'm going to apologize right now is that I am still trying to figure this out. If you talk to any of my friends who know anything about technology stuff, they will tell you that I don't know much of anything. This whole thing, a podcast and a webcast, this thing is baffling them. So I am learning as I go. Anyway, in the interview, so I interviewed some of the runners. I thought that it was hooked to my mic, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't working and that it was my phone mic, and so the audio is kind of a struggle. I apologize for that. I've got some papers here of who, so the first person that is interviewed is named Adam. He's a local guy. I knew him. See, this whole thing, again, is new, not just the tech stuff. I've never interviewed anybody, so it was all new. And so interviewed Adam. I didn't know him. That was my cheat person that I said, all right, I know that guy. I'm going to interview him. And then I got to interview a gal called Dee Dee. And Dee Dee was really awesome. She's from Preston, Idaho, which is, as I say in the interview, that's up by where I'm from. I'm from Cache Valley, Utah, Logan area. Actually, right on the Utah-Idaho border, if you know that area, Richmond. So anybody from Richmond, you know. But she's from Preston. I just ran into her, talked to her. She agreed to be interviewed. Anyway, lots of different opinions, and she's just really neat, an ultra marathoner. And she shares some really good thoughts. And then we had a group of gals from Colorado, and it was Kristen, Lindsay, and Julie, and they were very kind, and all these people were really nice. You just run up to them and say, hey, can I interview you? And I was nervous, and they didn't look like they were nervous, just having fun at the expo, talking to some random guy who wants to interview him. Now, I will say this too. This is a hard interview because most people, if you ask them about, health stuff, nutrition, exercise, I feel like we all kind of know, at least at a base value, what's good for us, what exercise and nutrition. Physical stuff, we tend to get a little bit easier. Now, there are differing opinions and a lot of those. However, you can just know, you have at least an idea. Now, when we get into the mental aspect, there's a little more debate, of mentally, even mental diseases and diagnoses. I mean, whoever you talk to, you'll get a different opinion. So I find that the mental, it gets a little bit more distant and you get diverse. That's kind of why I wanted to do this. You get diversity and that we can all learn from one another. And then the third is spiritual, and that's when it's like, everybody's got their own thing, and I think that that's fine. So we're going to have some different opinions and different thoughts. We're at the Expo, so as I say in there, there's a lot of athlete phase and a lot of warrior phase, but then there's also some real good statement phase and even spirit phase, and like I said, I'll give my report, but we all do it for different reasons. And it was just fun to be at the Expo, fun to be there with my work colleagues, my friends, fun to interview people, fun to see people, fun to run into people that just have a lot of fun energy, and it's been a good weekend. And then again on the next one I'll give my full report, so I'm not going to say too much now, except for, again, to apologize on the audio, apologize on that I'm laying here, so if you're watching this on the webcast, I am laying in bed trying to recover from a wonderful injury that taught me a lot of great lessons. So I am going to now transition over to some of those interviews.
This is Dr. Traveler here with Dr. Run, Think, Pray, and today we're here at the St. George Marathon Expo. Expos are pretty fun for those who have run or been to one of these. A lot of energy, a lot of warrior energy. We'll see a lot of runners, a lot of people here to support runners. it's just fun, a lot of energy. Like I said, it's mostly going to be a lot of warrior phase. We're all in the warrior phase, ready to compete and have fun. However, there will be some there for statement phase, and also some even spiritual, I think. But for the most part, warrior. Lots of fun. So we'll go in with our work here today. We're here with we've got a booth, and I'm going to do my packet pickup. So here we go. Let's head on in. So lots of people already, huh? Here we go. So if you look over here, you got all the people that are getting their pictures taken. It's just fun. For me, this will be my ninth marathon, fourth one here. So I'll probably not get my picture taken today, but you know, I've done that before. All right, we've got the people here handing out the raffle tickets, and just all the energy. So we've got the St. George Marathon stuff, shirts, all the stuff you want to buy. All the St. George stuff. We got the runner shoes. If you saw over here, we got the Ultras. You can't see mine. There we go. I got the same. They're selling mine over there. There we go. We're coming. They're flagging us.
White Road, 26.2 miles.
And so this is our booth right here, but we've got questions. What do we got?
Questions and answers around ML stories. If there's something we can do.
I would just do an H strip. Just do an H strip. Probably follow this way and follow along. Let's start about here. 2. Cool. So there we go. So there's our booth right there. I'm going to go do my packet pickup first, and then we're going to come back here and I'm going to get worked on. So here we go. All sorts of fun. So here's packet pickup. We'll see. Hopefully they let everybody in, camera person included.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. You're not running.
I'll be cheering.
Okay.
It's still big right now.
So here, the first thing you got to do is find out what your bib number is. I cheated and already found mine out. At least I think. I'm pretty sure I'm 577, so go check it out. I don't guarantee any record-breaking things, but 577. So we will just...
I've never been asked that one. If they're good with it, you can come in.
It's your four sponsors. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Yep, we're good. Okay. We made it. So I got to go down to 577. A lot of times they just do it by your name, but St. George. All right.
How are you?
577. You need my name? Is this where I got to show?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. We got evidence. Okay.
There's your bib.
There we go.
It has your pins on it. This bag is your drop bag.
Perfect.
So you take it, drop your clothes into it. Then Back there's the posters and your shirts are back there.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Awesome. We got it. 577. Here we go. We'll grab the poster here. Oh, there we go. Thank you. We got a poster. Oh, there's two. Oh, nice. There we go. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so there's the poster for this year. That's going to be me. One of those dudes right there. Alright, luckily, see, look, we got here when it was a slow time. Sometimes they'll just keep on going, so we'll be able to walk right in. Moving our way. Hey, how are you? Good. You gonna beat me this year again by 2 seconds? What was it? Like a minute, right?
You're going to need to see your bib. Bib sizes are right here.
Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you. Give that to you. You're on camera.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. I said in French, bonjour.
Bonjour, there we go.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Awesome. Thank you. I don't know, what do I say in French? I didn't get that in French. Yes. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you're getting filled.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. All right. They said I'm supposed to win because we're filming this. I guess. I don't know. All right. I think we're just gonna head back to the to our booth so I can get worked on now. But we'll show. Here we go. Let's stop for a second. I'll come over here. The question's always, right? The shirt. At least for me. Like I said, expos are fun if I can figure out how to open this. Expos are fun. A lot of cool energy. A lot of neat people. They got music playing. Alright, let's see. Drum roll. There's the shirt. Good? Yeah? 26.2 on the back. Okay. That's it. We're doing the marathon thing. Don't know how many more of these I got in me, but like I said in the past, I feel like I've been in the warrior phase for a lot of them. I'm kind of feel like I'm transitioning statement spiritual phase, so we'll see. Lots of meditation on this run, just trying to get there without any injuries. So I'm gonna get my stuff. Let's head on over. All right. Hit some more booths here, right? Got the massage station over here. Yeah. I love those things. Okay. We made it back to our booth here. Huh? All right.
That's free stuff.
It's done. Free? I had to pay for this.
Oh.
All right, here's our booth. This is all of our people here. So say hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna have Megan work on me. We'll have to do some filming, but you don't need to get my leg the whole time. So, all right. All right. So here I am now, feeling good. Megan's doing a Russian sports massage right now. This is my, third one of these in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
They are amazing. I also have a little calf injury, so she's going to work on that a little bit. But, you know, massage is good just for the muscles, for the body, but energy-wise too, right? Just feeling
absolutely.
good. So I'm just going to relax here. There we go. Let her do her thing. All right, so we're here, and I'm just talking to a few of the runners. I want to hear what they have to say about preparation and getting ready. Here we have
Adam Baker,
This is Adam Baker, and you are from?
St. George. Well, I am from Washington, Utah,
There
but
we go.
normally I say St. George.
Okay, and you got my little mic here, so I'm still getting things going. But I got a few questions. So, you're doing the marathon tomorrow, right?
I am signed up.
Do you feel like you're ready and prepared?
Having done a few marathons before, I don't know that I would ever feel completely confident, but I feel like I'm ready to push through and finish. Yes.
Good. Okay. So as far as your preparation goes, have you had any injuries, any problems?
A few just little things, nothing major, nothing big.
Okay, good. Okay, well, this podcast and webcast is Dr. Run, Think, Pray.
Okay.
And so in this, we're trying to figure out what everybody, not just Dr. Traveler, not just me, but everybody does to physically, mentally, and spiritually prepare. Now, the marathon is a physical experience. So is there anything that you have done to maybe prepare yourself or to strengthen yourself mentally and or spiritually that you can think of?
That's a deep question.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think the confidence of kind of knowing, having done one before, having kind of put in the mileage and the things before, I think that mentally helps me be strong enough to go, yeah, I can do this. But also, just being around runners, being at the Expo, and being around people that want to do it helps. And the starting line, all of that helps contribute to some of that mental wellness of this is a fun thing, this is a cool thing that we do.
Awesome. And then spiritually, now it could be some people religious could have some things, or just spiritual in general. Do you do anything spiritually to strengthen yourself, especially while you're going through something like training for a marathon?
I think for me, I mean, there's a lot of time that while I'm running, I think I'm doing more of that than like maybe beforehand. I think while I'm running, I really enjoy to just be out there and be in the moment. I don't typically run with music or earbuds or anything like that. I'm kind of just with me, myself, and I for much of the race or much of my runs. And so, I'm out there, I'm contemplating life, and a lot of deep thoughts happen then. And I think it's kind of meditative in a sense as I'm out running and participating in not only the marathon, but also, in the long runs that lead up to it.
That's perfect. Okay, now you have no heads up for this, but if you had any advice, life advice, either in general or say this, for someone who's considering a marathon, any advice physically, mentally, or spiritually that you would possibly give?
Number one, anybody can do it. Like, you could do it. I believe that. I believe I'm evidence of that. I've never, prior to running marathons, I'd never really done much of it, and so I think anybody can do it. Advice-wise, I would say, you gotta commit, you gotta believe, and you gotta put in the effort. Those would be the things. I think you gotta believe in yourself, and then putting in that effort, and learning and training and being around other people that do it can help you along the way to boost you and to get you there.
Perfect. All right, so we had a good information. Adam's given us some good thoughts to think about, and this is Dr. Traveler and Adam Baker. We're signing out. Okay, right now this is Dr. Traveler, and I am here with
Dee Dee,
This is Dee Dee, and you are from?
Preston, Idaho.
She's from Preston, Idaho, which is right by where I grew up, so I'm really excited. I ran into Dee Dee. All right, Dee Dee, so I was just visiting with Dee Dee, and she's running the marathon, but she does a little bit more. So tell me a little bit about what you do running-wise. Why are you running this marathon?
Well, I'm actually training for another 50K. That's in about a month out on Antelope Island. So this is more of a training run and not a race for me, I guess. Hoping to get some good miles in.
So for me, she's crazy, but an inspiration. This is really cool. I'm glad that we ran into Dee Dee. All right, Dee Dee, so how do you feel about your preparation? Do you feel like you're ready for this marathon, feeling good?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I did a half about 2 weeks ago out Mount Rushmore, and so that was just another training run, and hoping that kind of carries into this, just continuing with the miles. Feeling good.
That is really awesome. Have you had any issues, any challenges as you've gotten ready for this race?
No, not really. I just run for fun.
For fun. And I was asking her too, I think this is significant. She works with kids. So what do you do for a living?
I teach 5th graders up in Preston, Idaho.
So this is really cool. So if I send this, I'll send it to her, and so she can show her 5th graders if she wants, right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I wouldn't say that you're super famous being on this, but
Yeah, it's all good.
yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for our podcast and webcast called Dr. Run, Think, Pray. So this is obviously, you do a lot of physical training, physical things, but as far as the mental and even the spiritual, so we'll talk mentally. And I just popped this on her basically right now. So is there anything that you can think of mentally outside of the physical preparation for an ultra marathon or a marathon? Anything mentally that you do to strengthen yourself, keep that balance?
Just trying to stay positive with yourself. Trying to tell yourself that you can do it, you've trained, and your body can do it obviously, but mentally sometimes I think you break down. Little twinges, aches and pains here and there, you can let those completely tear you apart. And knowing that I've done the training, I feel like as long as you stay positive in here, everything will come out just fine in the end.
That is awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, and then what about, so that was kind of mental and a little bit spiritual. And spiritual really opens up, it could be religious or just spiritual or whatever along those aspects. Is there anything spiritually, maybe outside of the physical realm? Or I'm not familiar with her beliefs in any way, but is there anything spiritually that you do to keep yourself balanced that way as well?
I can't say I do a whole lot. I guess I have a strong belief in maybe an outer force or something that helps keep you moving and protecting you and keeping you moving forward. I think there's somebody there to protect me and help me out.
And that's awesome. That's what we say. It's all about just physical, mental, spiritual. We all have these own beliefs and obviously she's done incredible things. I love that. And this is just again curiosity, we talk a lot about meditation and things like that. Would you do any meditation, or maybe running is your meditation?
You know what, running really is my meditation. I would say, my trail running that I do when I head out for a Saturday for 12 hours out in the mountains, you kind of just get in a zone and it's kind of meditative and peaceful and kind of brings you into yourself. Soul searching sometimes happens, and that's good.
Yes, awesome. Okay, last question.
Yes.
If you were to give any advice, and again, she has no preparation, so this is just on the cuff. Any advice to somebody wanting to get into running or do a marathon or anything that way? Is there any advice that you would give them in preparing?
I think anybody can run a marathon. I don't care who you are, where you are physically or mentally. I think anybody can. It does take time and it takes effort and dedication, but I say if you want to put that on a bucket list, go for it, and I think you can do it. Awesome.
That is awesome. All right, this is Dr. Traveler and Dee Dee, and we are signing out. All right, this is Dr. Traveler, and I am here now with
Kristen Anderson, Julie
Fletcher
and Lindsay Minden.
And okay, I'm not going to remember all of them right now. We just grabbed them and we wanted to talk to this group. We got a group of ladies who have been training hard. All right, so first question, how many marathons have you done?
This will be my third.
My first.
All right, so we got some.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? As long as we cross the finish line.
Hey, how's the training gone? Who wants this question? Training gone? We'll do it individually. How's your training?
Individually. It's been rough actually. Back injury to start, so took time off for that. Then I did really great up to 16, and then I got sick, which spiraled into a sinus infection and then into shingles. So I haven't run for 5 weeks, and the marathon is tomorrow. There you go. There's my training in a nutshell.
There we go. So sometimes challenges, right?
Yeah,
Okay. How's
yeah.
your training gone?
Pretty good actually, but I think we've been training a lot together, and I think we started pretty early.
Yeah.
So we're probably a little overtrained, but we're good, really good.
How's yours?
I do not feel overtrained or qualified. I'm scared. But I have put in a lot of work, so I'm sure it will be okay.
Awesome. Okay. So lots of honesty and good, right? They don't know what they don't know, right?
Absolutely. You're gonna kill it today.
No, it's all good. Okay. Okay, and so if there's anything that you would have changed then, obviously sometimes you can't change stuff, but with your training, anything that you would have done differently?
No, like I thought my training was really on point till I got sick.
Okay.
And then it was bad after that.
Yeah, probably not. Probably.
I feel like we trained good and we started nice and early, so it wasn't too stressful, to jump, make big jumps. We were just doing like 2 miles a week. So I felt like it was a good schedule.
Awesome. That's good. You don't always hear that. Because, yes, stuff happens, right? But, okay, so this is for our podcast and webcast, Dr. Run, Think, Pray. And so it's about physical, mental, and spiritual wellness and health, right? So a marathon, you've done a lot of training, a lot of physical stuff. Is there anything that you've done to kind of keep the mental and spiritual a little bit higher? And this could be anything. It could be religious. It could be outside of that. Just anything that you've done that you've done to prepare yourself that way.
Prayer is very helpful, actually. Kind of get your mind in the right spot before you go on a long run. That helps me.
I think mentally, you're not always going to have a good run. So when I have a bad run, I just tell myself, okay, next time it will be a better run. And it always is. Just a good mindset and keeping positive.
And I feel like running can be kind of spiritual because you're out on the run and it's a beautiful day and you're feeling strong and healthy, and then I just kind of say a prayer in my mind, just like, oh my goodness, Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day, and that my body's able to do this. It's a pretty amazing thing to train and work hard for something like that and then to accomplish it. So gratitude.
Awesome. Yeah, gratitude. Thank you. Okay, so that's great. And I was actually gonna say, what about during the run? And it's like you three just knew.
Yeah.
You just knew, right? No preparation was done here. They just answered. All right, last question for you ladies. If you were to give any advice, and right now we got 2 newbies, but any advice in training or anything, if someone was to say, I want to go do a marathon, anything that you would do to advise them?
So I would say take it slow. Like pace-wise and everything, because when you're going slow-ish, it's enjoyable actually to be out for 4 hours without my kids.
She loves her kids.
I do love my kids, but like that moment, like it's just peaceful. It's fun. It can be really fun.
No, I agree with that. Take the time to stop, take pictures, look at the scenery. Just because if you just are trying to just breeze through it, you miss actually one of the most important parts is that you're there and be in the moment and just be present in the moment.
And I would say train with a friend. If I didn't have my running buddy, I wouldn't be here because I have very little self-motivation when it comes to running. So, I mean, like having a partner that you can count on makes a big difference.
Love it.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for letting me interview you and giving this information. All right, this is Dr. Traveler signing out. Hey, so after listening to some of those interviews, I thought it was really interesting. Marathons are a really interesting thing. And yeah, so I just want to kind of finish with my thoughts on why people do marathons and why we could. For those of you on the webcast, there's my finisher medal right there. Kind of a fun thing. And then this is my marathon shirt. It's got the 26.2 on the back. Marathons are interesting. The reason why I think they're so interesting is because you can have. So today there were somewhere around 6,000. I thought there were 7,000, but they set up at the starting line about 6,000 runners. I've been in marathons. When I did Boston, there was something like 35,000 runners. And it seems like every single one of them is doing it kind of for a different reason. And we've talked about, again, and in that video as I was taking you for the tour, a lot of athlete phase people, a lot of warrior phase, competition, but then you also have the statement phase, and you can have the spiritual phase as well. A good friend, the ones that, and I may show some of those videos next week, the ones that I got to ride with, some people who are cancer survivors that are running for one reason or another. One of my friends, acquaintances, had chemotherapy yesterday, the day before, and anyway, it was just interesting to think of as I was out there, and I'll try to show some of the GoPro videos. But you got 6,000 runners,
And every one of them could be doing it for a different reason. Some are going for a PR. Some of them are just trying to get, this medal so they can say that they did it. Some of them may have lost weight and said, hey, I want to prove to myself that I can do this. Others might say, I want to prove to all the naysayers, all the people who thought that I could never do this, that I can do it. And so it's just really interesting to see why people run, and really why we do anything. The thought that I had is really the thought of judgment. We really can't judge. There could be two people doing the exact same thing, and for different reasons. And so we just don't know why people are out there, what they're going through. And then the other interesting part about those interviews was how each one of them kind of saw the physical, the mental, and the spiritual a little bit different. We saw in there some ideas and opinions that are different, and I think I really like that there's different opinions and different thoughts out there, and that we can kind of embrace that. We don't have to show a lot of hatred and hostility towards people that don't agree with what we agree, and that we can, as they say, all just get along, right? So it was fun. I remember as I was running today, and I may reflect upon this, that it was just fun. I had a rough marathon. I'll give you that much information, but because it was so rough, I think it was nice. I learned a different lesson today, which is good, and that's that we need to take a look around us and just enjoy the people who were around. I mean, even at the finish line and the starting line and at the Expo, there's all these people going through this crazy experience that we could call a marathon, but you could call it life as well, and that we all are experiencing this together, and different thoughts and different opinions and different ideas. And in the future, we'll talk a little bit more about, again, some of my opinions and get some other interviews. But in one sense or another, they're probably all okay, and that we all just are here to explore and find out what works best for us. And also that it's my opinion and why I'm doing this, that there is an intimate connection between the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. And when the physical is wearing out, we have to turn on the mental. And when the mental wears out, I think we have to turn to the spiritual, to a place inside of us that we may not even think or know is there. So anyway, that's my thoughts for this week, marathon week, and I'll give my race synopsis on the next webcast or podcast. It's been an enjoyable week. I hope you all have a great week and a good time, and enjoy your family. And again, remember to be healthier today than you were yesterday, and healthier tomorrow than you were today. And if you can do that, then I think that's going to lead you to more happiness, not just physically, but physically, mentally, and spiritually. Anyway, this is Dr. Traveler from my house, in my bed, recovering from a marathon, and I'm signing out. Guys, thanks for checking out Dr. Run, Think, Pray. Please like, please subscribe, comment below. If you have any questions, let me know. And always remember to be healthier today than you were yesterday. Be healthier tomorrow than you were today. And this is Dr. Traveler, signing out.